Watching the replay, make sure you swipe and share. Hey everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm late today. Hey everybody. You know what's really weird? The amount of people in here is not showing up, but you guys are all typing. That is strange. So it says there's only 3 people in here. You're sick, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're sick. Hi everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Hi Michelle. How are ya? Some kind of weird things going on with Periscope today. Looks like there's a lot more people in here, but yet it says only 6. So, hi. I'm late today. I'm sorry, everyone. Busy. Yeah. I had to go and shampoo Leo. We had to go get groomed today. Yeah, I know. Periscope's kind of wonky. I love that you found time for us in your busy day. You know what? I found time for you and I found time for me because I almost didn't do this today and I thought, you know what? I've gotta do it. Get on the treadmill. So yeah, the people count is not correct down there, but I think the hearts are working and there should be some snow. So if you tap, you should see some snowflakes. Yes! Hashtag snow. Right? Good for you. I'm trying to talk myself out of the gym tonight. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't talk yourself out of the gym tonight. I think you should be right there. If I can do this, you can. Do it. Do it. All right. Okay. So, if you're new to Chatmill, then let me explain briefly what it's all about. Chatmill is about being mindful, training our brains and our bodies, right? So while I'm on the treadmill, you should be walking or doing some form of exercise as well to get the oxygen and the juices flowing in your head. And hi, Sandra. And we talk about brain training. And what I mean by brain training is we go to the gym, we train our muscles, we, do all of those things to be better physically. But we forget that our brain is actually a muscle and that it too needs to be trained and exercised. And that there's a lot more power in our brain than we give light to. Hi. So we talk about, we talk about changing our thought patterns, changing our thought process, being aware of what our thoughts are. Am I out of school? I don't think so. No, I'm right here at my house. Thank you very much. I'm on a treadmill. So like I said, if you're new and you're expecting to see this sexy body on a treadmill, then you're at the wrong place. If you're here to be an adult and be engaged in our conversation, then you may stay. Just asking because the roof, yeah, it was built on after the fact. So needed this today, so glad. Yay! Excuse me, we don't have language like that here. So you may go away. Yeah, I'm not your mom. Sorry. Okay. So let's ignore our trolls. I'm not sure why we're getting trolls because my location is not on. So if you would like to troll, then go somewhere else. Please. Go somewhere else. Okay. And I don't know what they get out of that. What do they get out of that? The fact that they can get somebody upset? I don't know. All right, so we're going to talk today about the stating a change as though it's in progress. So when we're talking about our thoughts And honest to God, if you have not seen any of my past scopes, then if somebody could type in the chat area catch.me/EdieAnne. You didn't miss anything, Erica. It's just Periscope's being wonky. So if you have not seen the previous, because thank you very much for doing that, Jeannie. This is kind of a series, right? So if you're jumping in now, you're going to gain something from this, but it would be advantageous for you to go back and see some of the other things that we talked about, okay? EdieAnne with an E on the end. There you go. Okay, so when we're talking about being observant of our thoughts and observant of the perfect language and how we speak and how we're projecting and having a perception on who we are and what we want it to be, right? Keeps cutting out. That's got to be your internet. Sorry, hun. Because it's not making issues here, so I'm not sure. But Periscope is being very, very wonky today. So just bear with it. Maybe go out and come back. Okay. So yesterday we talked about transitory statements. So saying things like, I am shy, but I'm having a lot of reaction from what I'm doing, okay? So whatever, I'm kind of losing my thoughts here because of the trolls, but let's go back. So, and guys, this is the book that we're working on. If you'd like to take a snapshot, it's Train Your Brain with Dana Wilde. You take a snapshot, you can find it on Amazon. Okay? And like I said yesterday, link the change to an event or action. Ooh, that's a good one, Erica. So let's say I'm trying to find where the transitory statements are. I'm too shy to be successful in business. But then you can say, I'm shy, but I attract customers that like my style. So that's a transitory statement. Or you can use another variation, which is, even though I'm really shy, I'm successful because I attract customers that like my style, okay? So that, we talked about that yesterday. So if you need to see that, go see it on the catch.me. So now it's saying, state the change as though it's already in progress. All right, have a good day. Thank you. So stating the change as though it's in progress means beginning your transitory statement with one of the following introductory phrases and then filling in the blank with the change you'd like to see. So, I'm getting good at attracting customers to me. I'm getting good at exercising every day. I'm getting better at creating a better thought process. I am getting better and better every day in every way. That's my favorite one. I get better and better at what I do every day in every way. Okay? So that's a thought as though it's in progress. Okay? So if you are struggling with recruiting, let's use business, okay? I am getting better and better at recruiting. Okay? So that's that transitory, that you're actually putting yourself in progress to being what it is that you want. Does that make sense? Throw up a 1 if that makes sense. I'm getting pretty good at talking to strangers, talking to new people. Awesome. I'm getting pretty good at booking parties. I'm getting pretty good at being consistent with my exercising. So that one's a good one, and it feels good because you're putting yourself in the process of where you're wanting to go. And so by doing that, you're putting your unconscious in the mind of saying, yeah, we're getting better because this is what we're doing. And remember, your unconscious mind is your best friend. It believes everything that you tell it, right? And then yesterday I used something that I think is pretty powerful, and I'm going to try to repeat it along with my own saying that I do. Dana Wilde says, the problem isn't the problem. The problem is that you're focusing on the problem. So if you don't want to focus on the problem, focus on what you're wanting. So this is a perfect example of that, right? So instead of saying, I'm really shy, you can say, I'm getting better and better at talking to people, right? So put yourself in the process of where you want to be going and doing, and put it in progress, like you've already started it. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's kind of what the new, and hopefully you guys have been doing your thought journals, right? Your thought journal is being aware of when a negative thought or a non-perfect language is being used, meaning that you are catching yourself. Yes. So you're catching yourself when you have a non-perfect language thought. A non-perfect language thought is, I want to be debt-free. Well, in all thoughts of that statement, you kind of understand where you're going, but unfortunately the focus of that statement is on debt. And so your unconscious mind says, yeah, we are in debt. Okay? And so that goes to show you that the problem isn't the problem. Debt isn't the problem. The problem is that we're focusing on the problem, which in this case is debt, right? So when you change it to perfect language and you say something like, I want to be financially free. I want to be financially abundant. I want to be able to afford everything that I possibly can. Those are perfect language thoughts because they're put in a positive light. They're affirming, right? So when you struggle with those things, and we've talked in some of our other chat mails about how it feels weird to feel like you're lying to yourself. These changes, I love your thought process. These changes, like to change the thought as if it's in progress, actually helps your unconscious mind to believe that what it is that you're doing, because you're in the process of, right? I can't walk 5 miles. Are you kidding me? I'm getting better and better at getting to 5 miles. If you work towards it, but don't think of it all the time, you will achieve it. My thinking. If you busy work, is that what you meant? I do feel like I'm lying to myself, and then I have an argument with myself. And you know what? That happens. So when you start having an argument with yourself, you say, okay, I understand that you may not understand what I'm saying right now, but it's possible. What I'm saying is possible. So, for instance, if I say, I'm a superstar director, my little negative talk over here is going to be like, no, you're not. And then I'm going to respond and say, but it's possible, so shut up. And when you jolt yourself like that, it can really make an emotional entrance, right? Because remember, our thoughts are plugged in when we tie them to emotion, right? So tell yourself, hey, stop it. It's possible. Let me think what I want to think. It's possible, right? And eventually you're going to get to the point where it's not going to feel like you're fighting with yourself anymore, because you remember, your unconscious mind is going to believe whatever you tell it. It's your conscious mind that's fighting with you. Remember that, okay? So if it's your conscious mind that's fighting with you, you can change that thought. And that's when I say, tell it that it's possible. Tell it that, hey, look, other people have done it, why can't I? Right? And so then you can say something like, I am getting closer and closer to being a superstar director. If that feels better, then at least you're in forward movement with that. Okay? And at least you're going to stir up some emotions to get excited that you're getting closer and closer. The problem with those statements is that if you get stuck there, then you will always be getting closer and closer, and you won't actually achieve it. Do you see that difference? Okay? I'm getting better and better at is going to mean that you will continually get better and better at, which is good, right? But when you're using a word like I'm getting closer and closer to, or I'm becoming, or I'm almost, you're going to get stuck there. And you're always going to be in almost. You're always going to be in sometime. You're always going to be in getting, right? So make sure that when you're using that progress thought or progressive thought, that it's a language in that perfect language again, right? So it's going to be geared on, I'm better and better. Because better and better, I'm getting better and better, I'm getting good at, those are all going to help you get, it's a transitory, remember, it's a transitional phase. It's not your final thought. That's not where you want to get stuck. And neither is the it's possible. That's not where you want to get stuck. You want to get to the point where you stand up tall and say, you know what? Damn it, I am a superstar director. I may not have that title, but I act it and I am one. And then the emotion is there, and I can guarantee you that I'm doing everything that I can and everything that is supposed to be happening to be a superstar director. Does that make more sense? Right? So that's where that perfect language comes in. And that's where you have to take a journal, because you don't recognize it all the time. You know, and I'm not saying to write down every single thought that you have during the day, but be aware of your thoughts. And when you have one that isn't supporting what you're trying to do, write it down, right? So that you can be more aware of it. And the next time it happens, it's going to be less and less time, and eventually it won't happen anymore. Right? It's like that diet journal. You write down the bad foods and you see it enough, you're going to stop doing them. You're going to stop eating them. Okay? Does that make sense? By the way, guys, FYI, I have upped my speed on the treadmill. Yay. Which means that I'm getting a lot more exercise in a shorter amount of time. Which means that Chatmill's not going to be 30 minutes anymore, and that I can actually, I'll be honest with you, when I hang up with you guys, I always kick it into overdrive. And yesterday, for the very first time in years, I think ever, I used to try and run on a treadmill, and I have really sore knees. I have bad knees, and so I don't typically do that. And when I try to get running, I might last 30 seconds, not even a minute, sometimes a minute. And I'm very, very pleased to say, and I'm going to gloat a little bit, that since I quit smoking in November, I have noticed a difference in my breathing, and walk fast. But last night, I ran on the treadmill after I hung up with you guys for 3 minutes. 3 minutes straight. And it felt amazing. Like, I don't know that I've ever felt like that before. I know, right? So, I too am getting better and better every day with my exercise and my body and my breathing. And it's very exciting, and I think once that emotion kicks in, right, that's when things really go into overdrive. So, ever since I got that bike, remember when I first got the bike, if you guys have been following me, I could do anywhere between 4 and 5 minutes, not even. I'm up to 15 minutes. So, we're doing good, right? I haven't lost any weight, but I know I'm getting better because I'm doing better things. Healthier things, which is very exciting. Yay! So, before we go today, I want to ask all of you to put in the chat one thing that you are super proud of yourself about right now, in this moment. What are you proud of yourself for? I want you to recognize it. I want you to let us congratulate you for it. And I want you to feel the emotion that you have while we're congratulating you and while we are applauding you. What would be a good alternative to I haven't lost any weight? Because that's pretty much focusing on what you don't want to focus on, right? Eating clean, no sugars. That's awesome. That is super. Let's get some hearts for that. No sugars is huge. That you haven't given up, Great. We want to make sure what you're focusing on though, right? Giving up is what we're focusing on here. Right? So let's make sure that we do our perfect language. This is a great place to practice this, right? It's hard. It's not that easy, but it gets easier and easier. I promise. Easier and easier. So, okay. Erica, 21 days makes a habit. Yep. That is the truth. That is the truth. And I know that I've been on the treadmill for more than 21 days, so that's good. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Awesome. And usually when you step out of your comfort zone, you experience some pretty amazing things. Pretty amazing things. So yay, let's give some emoticons for our friend in comfort zones. Some hearts. Gotta love the hearts. I'm proud of how I built my business. I'm a great leader. That is fantastic. I have a task each day to do, and I've accomplished it every day for two weeks. Nice. That is awesome. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's awesome, awesome! Yay! Yay! All right. Anybody else want to share? This is awesome, you guys. So, Erica, you are getting better and better at being healthy. You are getting better and better at releasing. No, I don't want to say it that way either. A lot of people will say releasing weight. I don't like using the word weight because it instantly goes to weight, heavy, right? I am becoming healthier and healthier. I'm making better choices. Every day I'm eating better. I'm noticing what I'm eating. I'm putting more energy towards working and moving and doing better for my body and feeling good. Right. Perfect. That's a good one. So Erica, does that feel better? Sometimes it has to be more than one or two words, right? Sometimes it has to be this whole rant that you do. I'm feeling better. I'm making better choices at what I'm eating. I'm making more valiant effort to move my body and to make sure that a body in motion stays in motion and that I'm feeling better and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling awesome about the accomplishments that I've been making, right? So yeah, that is perfect, perfect. Yay! I'm so proud of you guys. All right, so stats. I am booking lots of parties for April. That's awesome. We're at 25 minutes. We've been at 2.4 miles an hour. And I have done 43 calories. We have done 1 mile. See, it goes by faster. I'm proud of my fiance. He has been pop-free for a month. He has a huge Mountain Dew addict. Was a huge Mountain Dew addict. That's awesome. So make sure that you keep feeding him with those positive mindset changes, right? Because we can help people. We can train other people's brains. That's so hard. That's doing better and better. Better and better. Go, girl, right? So make sure that you're constantly giving him props for giving up the pop. And remember that it's not quitting. We're not quitting. We're changing our thought process. When I stopped smoking, it was a change of thought. Pop props. Right? Woo! Better choices. Oh, you guys are so awesome. I love this. Yay! I'm so grateful for all of you coming here and healthier. Yay! For coming and sharing my time with me and making this so motivating for me. You know, we're almost at the end of Train Your Brain series. Isn't that fun? We might do some recaps and that sort of thing. But I think after this week, we're going to be done. Today's Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, yeah, we're probably going to be done this series. So, what's the next series going to be? Maybe I'll put it out for a vote. You guys can tell me what you want to talk about. I've cut out pop sugars and added healthy options and working out and lost 18 pounds in 2 weeks. That is, Michelle, wow. That is amazing. Good job. Good job. I am so proud of you. Woo! So proud. So I have a feeling that on Friday we're going to have some celebration of some kind to finish this series. And tomorrow, I want you to come with ideas on what our next series can be. How's that? Does that sound good? I blame Jason. He helps with work at that. That's awesome. See, there's some accountability. Yay! So I want you to come tomorrow with some ideas of what you want the next Chat Mill series to be. It will be about mindset for the most part, but maybe we can focus on something specific. Okay? Yay! All right, guys. I gotta pump it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.